Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, homestead in the desert. It's somewhere around January 4th, I guess. I'll make sure I check that and put it in the title. But yeah, the sun is set, and it's been a beautiful day. I'm still out here with shorts and a t-shirt, and I got up on the roof today, and I did a slow walk through, looking for all little pinholes, and I found a bunch of them because that wafer board, the OSB plywood, it's very rough. It's not a smooth surface, so you got to really pay attention to those when you're putting that silicone on, because if you leave a pinhole, water will get underneath that silicone into the wood, and then when it gets hot and the sun beats on it, the moisture will swell and you'll get a bubble in your silicone, and then the whole job is a waste. So take the time to go back over it, and I'm going to go back over it again tomorrow. I'm not going to rest assured that I got every little pinhole. So I'm going to make sure that tomorrow again, I'm going to get up there and go over it one more time. And if I have to do it the next day, I'll do it again the next day. But got to make sure that you get every little pinhole up there. Well, I got the door open here because I just finished cutting some wood, and I'll show you what I did with that in a second. But let me close this door and get my key out of there while I'm at it. All right, the prison door is locked. All right, so yeah, it's been calm all day, no wind, lots of sun though. Batteries are at full charge, and lots of water, and my garden's doing well and all of that kind of stuff. And like I said, we went into town today, and we had some returns to make. Painted plants. I can't believe they had painted those plants, but yeah, we took those back. And also Pierre from HEATSEEKER Bus had bought a heavy-duty hinge for his stove. But when we were walking through the container and I was telling him all the different things that have to move around and how I got to organize in there, and he spotted a heavy-duty hinge in one of my boxes, and it was exactly the same size hinge that he bought. So return that was like almost $9. It was $8.60 or something like that. So we got that returned, and then we went over and had some lunch, and went to the supermarket and picked up some more medicine. I mean beer. No, well, you know what I mean. Anyway, here's what I did just a little while ago when I cut that wood. Yep, got the trim around the door, all the way around. It's sealed in now. I just have to do the painter's caulk on it, and it looks real nice. I like it trimmed out like that. And those little angles at the top, that's so that if water gets on top, it comes to the edge and then it drips down. It doesn't follow it down and try to get behind the two uprights. I did, of course, the screws 2, 1, 2, 1, all the way up, so that there's no flex or bow in it. And like I said, I did find that stuff. That I put that aside. I said I'm going to need that for the front door, cabin door, and I couldn't figure out what I did with it. Well, it was on the other side of the container over there in the storage. So I was over there looking for scrap firewood for Pierre to burn in his stove, and I saw them laying there, and I said, oh, there they are. So I got them inside, and then I just ran them through the saws a little while ago and got them cut to the right size and got them installed. So looking good. I like it. And yeah, I'm sure somebody already noticed that already. That's a little bit of Canadian humor. Pierre put that up there yesterday. I didn't see it when I was shooting my video yesterday, but when I came back to the cabin, I saw it, and I stood here and laughed for 5 minutes before I went over there, and I said, don't forget to ring the doorbell before you come into the cabin. And he says, oh, you saw it. So, yep. I also tightened the belt on my clothes dryer. The belt was really sagging down and loose, so I didn't want it to slip, so I did tighten it up. Every now and then you have to do that because it stretches in the sunlight. I dumped the 2 1/8 inches of water out of here today. There's no rain in the forecast for the next 10 to 14 days, so there, although I did see some on the weather, they said that down by the ocean in Los Angeles, they're expecting a possibility of showers next Friday. But I don't know about that. It's too far off to really tell. Well, the geoengineers were out here all day today, and you can still see some of the streaks up there in the sky. And all of that stuff is clouds that came from those contrails, as they call them. Every bit of it. And by the way, anybody who hasn't seen HEATSEEKER Bus's video from yesterday, you might want to take a look at that, because he's got a nice camera with a good zoom on it. And he's not using his cell phone like I do to record video. And he shot a really nice zoom in of the moon up there. And when he zoomed in on it, you could even see the craters on the moon with that video. So you might want to check that out if you're interested in seeing something like that. And also he did the backup video to cover all of the stuff that I can't video when I'm working, because my hands are full, and it's hard to video myself with my hands full. Unless you want to see my hands. Oh no, you've already seen those. All right, yeah, those are working man hands. So we got all of that all taken care of, and I was telling Pierre that I've loaned him a set of 100 watts Harbor Freight solar panels to put on the other side of his bus, because his panels are on top of the bus up there, and they catch the morning sun, but the afternoon he doesn't get anything on there, so he needs that to keep his batteries up. So I loaned him 100 watts, which is 4 25-watt solar panels, just like this set right here. And he's got those on the other side of his bus, and those are putting charge in the afternoon for him. And the sun is down, but there's still ambient light here in the sky, and you see the blue lights are on. There's still some charge going through these amorphous panels. All of those are amorphous panels, and all the blue lights are on those. So yeah, I'm still getting a charge off of some of these going into the battery banks. I should come over here and show you. Yeah, there's blue lights on these. So the other ones are up there at the top. You can't see them from down on this side. I had to reverse them back and forth. But yeah, even that light coming on up there will put charge into these amorphous panels. It's pretty amazing stuff. So anyway, what I'm going to be doing is I got 200 watts of amorphous panel there, 100 here, plus 100 that Pierre is borrowing. And I'm going to be building another rack here that's going to come out right centered right where that one is, but it's going to hold all of the 400 watts of amorphous panels. And then I'm going to order 3 more 100 watt panels to finish up this rack, and so that they'll be matching. So I'll have 6 there, 6 there, 2 there, 100 up on top, 45 over there, and 400 down here. And you can add all of those up, and you'll see how much I'm going to be putting in on my charge. So that's the plan for the advanced solar. I also have to get up there, and I got to move those guy wires up. They actually slid down from all of the windstorms, rocking back and forth. I have a hose clamp on there, but it wasn't tight enough or strong enough to keep it from pulling down. So that's supposed to be a foot higher. Those wires are supposed to be a foot higher than what they are. And I kept adjusting them down here thinking they were stretching, but they weren't. They're just sliding down on the pole. So we're going to loosen everything up on the poles, leave the bottom ones connected, but the top ones I'm going to loosen up, and then I'm going to get my ladder up against there and go up there and move it up and put a big heavy-duty muffler type clamp or chain link fence type clamp up on there and with two big 3/8 bolts and lock it down solid so it won't slide down anymore. And that'll take some of the wobble out of the pole and get me more efficient on the PMA. Now remember, PMA, the better balanced it is and the less wobble it has in its mast, the sturdier it is with the best balance, the more output you will get. So for those of you who are interested in wind and solar, that's a tip. Make sure your mast is sturdy, doesn't flex and move around, and make sure that you balance the blades. If anybody wants to know how to balance a set of blades before you put that on, you balance it with the hub and the blades together before you mount the hub onto the PMA. And just put it in the comment section down below, and I'll be glad to do a video on how to do that. All right, that's all I got for today, G Bear. Reminding you, give me a thumbs up down there. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to share with your friends. And remember, I'm going to keep reminding you, subscribing is free. And there's no risk in subscribing. All that's going to do, you subscribe, you get the little bell icon that pops up as soon as you click subscribe. Click on the little bell icon, and you'll get a notice in your email every time I post a new video, so you don't miss anything. All right, G-Bear reminding you that this is 2020. I think it is January 4th. I'm pretty sure it is, but we'll make sure. All right, G-Bear signing off.